welcome to another episode of the playonultra podcast. This is episode 106.
It's our 60 episode.
Yes. So yeah, it's me and Fo, no Sarah today because she's off doing 4th of July stuff, shooting things.
Is that it?
I don't know. She's probably out shooting things. That's what you Americans like to do, right? Shoot stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, but we have a guest this week. Say hello to Monticue.
What's up?
Hello, Monticue. So Monty, tell the cool people listening, what do you do on your channel?
Well, I make Let's Plays and Let's Play products. That's about all I do right now. I'm working on some other stuff, but that's basically the bulk of my channel at the moment.
Nice. What kind of games do you Let's Play? Any games or like anything specific?
I try to stick strictly to things that I enjoy, but for the most part, it's like Metroidvania, adventure games. I just got through Little Nightmares, like literally just finished it today.
That's the new side-scrolling one, right?
Yes.
Is
I mean,
it?
I guess like a month old, but yeah, it's really good. I highly recommend it. Their DLC is about to drop, so I wanted to beat it.
Nice. So yeah, how are your weeks?
But I fell behind in my update because of Dying Light. Last weekend I didn't record. I said Dying Light, so I missed 2 days of videos because I didn't have anything to go up.
You were like, it's your fault. I'm addicted to Dying Light. You know that, right?
Your fault.
You were like, buy Dying Light. We can play co-op. Fuck you.
Yeah, and then that happened.
And yeah.
I've heard so many things about Dying Light, and it's all been mixed. So it's good, is what you're saying.
It's very good.
I think it's really good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then
I don't know that I'd recommend it single player. I mean, single player is fine, but
yeah, co-op is where it is.
Yeah, co-op's where it's at.
Okay. I can get behind that. A good co-op game.
It's like a mix of like Left 4 Dead because zombies and like Mirror's Edge because parkour and Borderlands because there's like story co-op plus looting
and crazy weapons.
Yeah,
like
that sounds
I'll
fun.
tape this lighter to this hammer and now it does fire damage or something like that.
Yep.
Is that how it really works? Is that real life?
Yeah.
So yeah,
I played Diablo 3 for the first time. I've never played a Diablo game before, and so I played Diablo 3. Why?
What made you buy it all of a sudden?
It was on sale, like $10.
Is it? Oh.
It was $20 for the battle chest because they're making. I guess the sale was so that you could buy Diablo and then maybe you'd want to buy the new class that came out. But I was like, no, I'll just buy the cheap one. I don't like. I can. It's like $20,
right?
It's $15 just for the class.
No,
and it's like, I already have like all the regular classes I haven't played. I don't need to double my bill to buy this other class. So that was pretty fun. I'm playing it with 2 people, and I don't think so. So there's 3
You wouldn't play
difficulties.
it alone, would you?
I might actually. I mean, I wouldn't have played it alone. But now that I have played it, I might play it alone later. Maybe. I don't know. I'm curious. I want to play it alone out of curiosity because it doesn't seem super well balanced for 3 people. So there's 3 difficulties. There's like normal, hard, and insane. And we considered starting on hard, but hard, when you like mouse over it, it indicates that it's not intended for your first playthrough. Like you can get legendary weapons, which I guess carry over between playthroughs. So the intent was you have some legendaries in your heart. So we're like, we'll go normal. So we're doing normal, and we're untouchable. Like none of us have died yet. We killed the butcher, like the boss, in like 10 seconds. There's a crusader, I'm a monk, and we have a friend who's a wizard, and our DPS is just too high.
Basically, the comments that I always read about like your first run is just go through normal as fast as you can. That's and then the fun starts like on hard or whatever.
Slow is not an option, so we're burning through it pretty fast, which is pretty cool. I like the level up system. Basically, you have left click, right click, and numbers 1 through 4. And as you level up, you unlock spells, but you can't just like assign this spell to number 4. It's kind of like each of those 6 different things is a different kind of spell. Like, so your left click is always going to be your basic attack. And so you have like a set of options that can only be assigned to left click, and a different set that can only be right click. So you're trying to choosing between like 3 and 4 different options per each button, which is giving you some interesting like customizability options. And then each of those moves is customizable in themselves with like runes, to, like add lightning damage or that kind of stuff. So, I'm liking the progression system a lot as well. So it's definitely good. Yeah, I'm curious.
I would still always recommend Grim Dawn first, though.
Okay. Do I own Grim Dawn? I feel like we've talked about playing Grim Dawn.
What is Grim Dawn?
I do not have Grim Dawn.
It's also like basically an isometric action RPG. It was made by the people who made Titan Quest, which is a pretty old action RPG.
Okay.
Its main thing is you can choose 2 classes for your character, and then it will create like sort of a hybrid class, and then you can make different builds from that. So like
that's always fun.
If you want to create a DPS class, let's say, you can choose in Grim Dawn. You can choose the Occultist and the Demolition guy. So you can use like guns, and then the Occultist, because the Demo guy has like good skills for guns, but the Occultist has good like proc stuff and like has like buffs on that, so it makes your character even more DPS, and it's super cool.
Does it kind of push you to like do research ahead of time so you don't like choose a not super great pair?
If
because like Ragnarok,
you don't have to do it for
like
normal. You don't have to do it for normal.
Okay.
It's a bit min-maxy for the harder difficulties though.
Sure. Okay.
I mean that's
makes sense.
Yeah. And then a lot of builds are pretty centered around the different loot, but loot is super random. So yeah.
Yeah, right now
for me.
Go ahead.
Oh, you go. Oh,
right now.
Well, for me,
the lag.
I'm gonna Skype lag though. Okay, I'll tell you what. You go, and I'm not gonna say anything.
Mine's really short anyway. I'm just gonna say, like right now in Diablo, my skills, I'm changing them a lot, kind of like when I was playing Transistor, which is great to like never like trying to be experimenting all the time. But the random loot definitely will cause me to stick with certain moves. Like, oh, this item increases the damage of this effect.
Eventually, you do have to stick to a build. This kind of games.
Yeah, I'm sure late game it's very solved essentially.
Yeah, that makes sense. For me, though, with Diablo 3, I played it, and I got through it twice, but I got so tired of beating the same story over and over and over. And I still have friends that play it, and they've beaten the game, like, probably upwards of 100 times now. And I'm just like, how do you do this?
Especially like in the beginning, like, repeating the beginning of a thing when you're really weak. Like, I like the progress. I don't want to have to reset my progress. That just kills me.
No, your progress carries over. So, like, their characters are super strong from
I see
beating it so many times.
I was thinking, like, because
how do you do it?
They have the season kind of system, right? Which is kind of like, it's slightly different, I guess.
Yeah. And they have, like, different dungeons and stuff. So I don't think it's only story. They do have, like, the different dungeons, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think they added that after I quit.
Right.
They have, like, challenges where, like, because my friend, I saw him, I was playing, like, his achievement popped up in my feed when I was playing Diablo, where I guess he's, like, on, like, some ranking or something for a, like, solo barbarian speedrun of this dungeon. So they have, like, speedrun type things.
So yeah, by Grim Dawn. Play that. It's better. And it's made by indie studio.
Wait, what makes it better? Just the setting? The customizability?
A lot of, like, Diablo veterans, they don't like Diablo 3. I'm pretty sure it's because a lot of meta stuff, but a lot of them do like Grim Dawn. And it's also like the setting is darker, the complexity of your builds and your characters. But that's it really. And they also did early access really well. They are one of the proper, people who did proper early access and stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. It looks really good.
It is. And it gets really cheap on sale too.
Yeah.
It's not on sale right now. Maybe. Hang on. It's $24 right now.
Yeah. I've been thinking of picking up The Dwarves, which I think is a similar game.
What?
The Dwarves is like a similar kind of game. But I think
that's
held off.
strategy though. I think it's turn-based.
Is it turn-based?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was real-time.
Pretty sure.
Okay.
I think I know which game you're talking about. Yeah, it's like real-time tactical pause.
I never pulled the trigger
like
on it. I hated the book it was based off of.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that.
But it could be like Divinity. Yeah, I probably have. Because I like dwarves so much. I want to like this game, but I don't know.
It's like mostly positive. How much is it? $40. Ooh, that's a lot to put down.
It's also way too much.
Yeah.
Speaking of dwarves, there's a game in early access right now. I'm trying to look up the name right now. Sorry about my keyboard. It's very loud.
I actually don't think I can hear it.
Oh, that's good.
We Are the Dwarves?
No, it's called what is it? Deep Rock Galactic. Yeah, I don't think it's out yet. I think it's early access. I saw a video on it, and it looks really fun.
I see it on Steam.
It's not even out to buy yet. It's only coming out next year.
Oh, sci-fi dwarves are the best dwarves.
Ooh,
yeah.
Cool.
Looks really good.
And exploration, which I love. I tried playing Space Engineers, and it was really hard.
It looks... It's voxely.
This looks less sandboxy. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of like these how angular these graphics are.
I'm not a huge voxel fan.
I don't think it ruins it for me, but I would prefer it to be not that.
Not voxel, yeah.
Still looks cool. I will add it to my wish list.
Me too. So after
as long as it's not
after Dying Light, we'll play this, I guess.
Danger, Darkness, Dwarves.
We're gonna be playing that for another year.
First-person co-op sci-fi shooter for up to 4 players, fully procedural, destructible environments, explore, mine, explode your way through.
For some reason, reminds me. So is this game relevant to you? And it brings up a game called I Divine Cybermancy, which is a first-person kind of cyberpunk game that.
Yeah,
it's such a weird game. It's so weird. I hope this gets better than that.
I'm sure it will be. I mean, you're dwarves and you dig underground and you shoot monsters. I mean, what can go wrong?
I wonder what kind of progression there is. Like, it's just like gear, like a Minecraft thing, or if it's...
Actually...
I wonder how you build...
Since it's like an indie thing, and they do have to, like, take into account, like, their resources or whatever. If it's not voxel, what should it be? It's first person, though, so you can't really do 8-bit or whatever.
Just use Unity. I don't know.
Everyone uses Unity.
Just squash
This is
the models.
probably in Unity.
That's a good point.
I'll be surprised if it's not.
I mean, early access voxels are fine.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't know. I think I understand it's hard to justify resources on just aesthetics versus gameplay. And given the option, I choose gameplay over aesthetics.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean I don't want aesthetics.
That's
and
true,
I'm also more picky. Not picky. I'm more. I desire aesthetics more when it's a topic I like dwarves. Like if a zombie, it's like I don't care. It's a zombie, whatever. It's gray. It's a gray blob. But when it's dwarves, like I want to see their beard hairs. I want to see like the cigar smoke or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if this game's that
right
defined,
and
but
I don't think it will be. It's just fine.
So
but it's like
gunner,
Nintendo.
Navigator, driller,
Those
or
classes.
engineer. Mm-hmm.
I like the driller. Look at that drill gun. That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know enough about the game to like comment too much on it, but like all I know is that there's like bugs that can swarm you and they can come at any time. So like you just kind of have to be really quick with it. You have to like run in, get whatever you're trying to get while you're underground.
Interesting.
And then get out.
It's like a first-person Helldivers a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Helldivers.
Yeah.
I've been playing Alienation a little bit on the PS4.
Ooh, how is that?
It's not bad, but I don't have a PS Plus subscription, so I can't play it online, which fucking sucks.
Yeah. I haven't touched my PS4 in so long.
I only bought the PS4 because I want to play exclusives, and most of them are like single player. I don't plan on playing multiplayer stuff because I feel really fucking dumb as a PC gamer to pay for online. I feel really fucking dumb. Like here's my money to use my fucking internet that I've already been paying. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But it's pretty solid. But I'm playing alone, so that kind of sucks. Anyway, I got it on sale though. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's by Housemarque, which they have a new game. I can't remember what it's called. Next Machina. That's what it's called. Next Machina.
Huh.
Yeah, they basically make all these like top-down shooters. It's their thing. That's what they.
Wait, is that the same people who made Helldivers?
I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, that does look fun though.
No, yeah, they didn't make that. They made Nex Machina, Alienation, Resogun, Dead Nation, Outland, which is not a top-down shooter. But yeah.
Yeah, but this game looks fantastic. It looks beautiful. Like, just like it's very,
yeah,
very lighty.
Yeah. And then you have like your classes, and then you can upgrade and stuff like that. The usual stuff. What else did you guys do this week?
I saw the new Spider-Man movie.
Yes,
and that was fantastic. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I don't want to talk too much about it because it'll be very easy to spoil things by accident. Mm-hmm. But I mean, Marvel made a good movie. Surprise.
Is it good for people who are sick of like, like reboots or like origin stories or whatever?
There is absolutely no origin story in this. Okay. Like, it basically starts with him already established as Spider-Man. It essentially takes place after Civil War.
Okay.
Yeah. So, he's already established. There's no Uncle Ben dying tragically. There's no with great power comes great responsibility.
Okay.
It's just Spider-Man being Spider-Man.
Is it dumb for me to say that I'm still not sure if I want to watch it because I don't like Tom Holland?
I feel similarly.
Is he okay in this? I don't know. I don't know.
What else has he been in? This is the first movie I've seen him in other than Civil War.
Yeah, I mean, seeing him in Civil War is just, I don't know. Oh, he was in Billy Elliot the Musical, apparently.
Oh boy.
In London's West End. Wow. He's one of those posh actors.
got that degree under him or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I mean, I really enjoyed it. It's definitely different from the other Spider-Man movies. It's definitely more focused on. Yeah, because it does a little bit more to focus on his school life. Like, you know how in the other Spider-Man movies, school was like such a secondary thought. It was like, oh look, he's in school for this one scene, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of like, it kind of balances the school life with the superhero life and makes the school life a little more important, which it would be for a high schooler. You want to be popular in high school. It makes sense. So I really like that.
How old is he supposed to be in this movie? 16?
I think 15.
Huh.
I think he says that in the movie. I can't remember for sure though. But yeah, it's very good. Again, I don't want to go too far into it just because spoilers and all that good stuff. But it's definitely, in my opinion, it's definitely worth watching. It's fun, a lot of good action, a little bit of cringy moments, but all in all, solid film.
I'm sure it's good, and I will eventually see it. But you kind of just confirmed my worst fears. Like, the school stuff is the stuff I want none of. I want zero school stuff. I want just Spider-Man. All the time.
Well, yeah, if that's the case, then yeah, you're probably not for you.
How is what's his name? Of the Vulture guy who played
I don't know who plays Vulture. I didn't look.
Shit.
I don't remember his name, but if you're asking how he is, he's very good.
Is it Tony Shalhoub? Is it
Michael Keaton? Yes.
Oh, it's Michael Keaton. Holy crap, that's amazing.
Actually,
what is up with him and birds? Come on.
It's Birdman.
Like, seriously, it's like he is
Batman.
Probably the biggest reason I would want to watch it. To be
honest.
That's
a pretty good reason.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a good villain in this because he's like, well, no, I don't want to get into spoiler territory. He's good though. He's good. I was about to drop some major stuff about his character. Not gonna do it though. But no, he's very good.
When I go to IMDb,
Batman. He was everybody's first Batman. Well, not everybody. You know what I mean. There's Donald Glover in this.
Oh yeah, Donald Glover's. He's supposed to be, from what I hear, he's supposed to play another role in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Right.
It definitely doesn't imply that in this movie, but I'm assuming that this is supposed to be like his beginning as a character in this universe.
Of course.
But it's his role is like fairly minor, like he's like 2 scenes, but I'm assuming that it's just to kind of build him up later on.
I'm gonna see right now if there are tickets to buy. Because Michael Keaton.
Aaron Davies is the Prowler.
The Prowler, yes.
I do not. I've never heard of the Prowler. That's his character. That's Donald Glover's character is Aaron Davies. I've never heard of that guy.
Yeah, he's supposedly like some kind of he's like an anti-hero, so like, not good, not bad.
Like
everyone today is a sucker for the anti-heroes.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure. The
Like
Prowler is
that's a movie.
That's a really bad name though. Sounds like you're a peeping Tom.
That's what the whole movie just turns out to be him being peeping Tom.
So I clicked on Michael Keaton's IMDb page because I saw a trailer for him when I saw The Big Sick, and it's a trailer for American Assassin, which looks weird. But I bring this up because before that movie comes out, apparently Michael Keaton is in a live-action remake of Dumbo, which I had not heard of.
How has no one heard of this?
Michael Keaton plays Vandermeer. Dan DeVito plays Medici. Colin Farrell plays Holt. And that's Eva Green plays Colette. And that's about it, pretty much. I don't know anything.
Live action Dumbo.
Yeah, sign me up for that. I wanna see that movie like ASAP.
It's directed by Tim Burton, for fuck's sakes.
What if they have the super racist crows in it still?
Oh my god.
That'd be uncomfortable.
Sign me up for that.
There's no
movie,
images for it though. Like it's coming out not that it's coming out updated March 9th. It's coming out this year, I think, according to this.
But there's no like trailer either.
Maybe not.
Like how is this flying under the radar? Is it just like they're trying to keep it a secret?
I mean, they're still
Maybe they're
casting.
embarrassed.
They're still casting people.
Oh, so it's not anytime soon?
Yeah, it can't be if they're still casting. Damn, I want it.
They're talking with like Eva Green and Will Smith, Chris Pine.
Wait, Will Smith's gonna be in it?
That's what?
The racist crows.
Oh, pre-production. Yeah. He could do it. I seen the painter.
Owner of the circus.
That's it.
Bizarre.
Like I want to see. I don't usually like the live action remakes of Disney movies, but I'm gonna have to see this just because I want to see a CGI elephant fly. That's really all I want.
Hopefully,
I wonder why they've been doing
dragon.
all this. Has it been doing well for them?
I think so. I think it's been doing well.
Book?
Jungle Book did well.
Prints money is why.
Probably, I guess.
Like I just like seeing modern like stars. Like the reason I saw Jungle Book was because of like freaking Christopher Walken as King Louis and Idris Elba as Shere Khan. And so like seeing like Dan DeVito and Michael Keaton, like I will see it just for them.
Yeah.
Well, it's also like a lot of people grew up on these movies and now they have kids.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, we get to see a modern version of this movie that I loved as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And oh boy, it sucks.
It's so interesting that I don't know, like we choose to watch movies because this guy is in it, that guy is in it, and
sure.
Like, but video games, like who's the voice actor? What fuck? Oh, Troy Baker again, of course.
But
is it not?
I am impacted by the design studio. Like I'm more impacted by the game studio than I am by the movie studio.
Of course, definitely. So because the voice actor strike is still going on, actually.
It's been going on for a
Really?
year.
Yeah, nobody's talking about it because it just gets forgotten that
because all the voice actors quit, so nobody can talk about it anymore.
So yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know.
Well, I'll go be a voice actor. That sounds like a pretty decently paying job. Better than what I'm making now, probably.
Voice acting is one of those jobs. It sounds like there'd be some really, really cool high peaky moments, and then there'd be some really dumb moments. Like I feel bad whenever I see an M&M commercial and I hear oh god, what's his name? The voice of Philip J. Fry is the red M&M. It's like, oh man. Yeah. It just sucks. Like you're awesome, and you're doing like M&M commercials, but I guess you shouldn't be like ashamed of that. I guess, but it's like I want you to do more awesome things. And
he's been doing the red M&M since like before Futurama.
That's true.
Though.
That's a good point.
Like you should have been watching Futurama and be like, why is the red M&M in this? What the hell's going on? Sell me stuff.
So yeah.
Because the point is, I'd never want to do commercials, and you kind of have to do that as a voice actor.
Yeah. You guys hear about the woman? This is a little timey, but the woman who did the like Siri voice like didn't get paid at all for it.
Oh.
Yes, I heard that actually.
Yeah.
They had her just record a bunch of sounds and didn't tell her why. Like they paid her for her sounds, like her time, and she didn't know her voice was going to be used everywhere.
Yeah, like she could have been paid a lot more money if she had known.
Yeah. That is one of the things. That's one of the things the actors are the video game voice actors are striking for is they want to know what they're working on.
Like the guy who did Fallout 4 and didn't even know. He had to have one of his co voice actors on the same game tell him like, dude, this is like Fallout 4.
One of the interesting things that they're striking over is they want like a share of the profits. Yeah, residuals, which is interesting.
Which is interesting. I guess they look at themselves as like Hollywood actors or something. Like the reason that the game sells, well, technically is I don't think is true.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a stretch. Just because it's like, I mean, there are definitely some good voice actors, but like you said before, like no one knows. Like I'm not looking at games and being like, oh my god, this person's voice acting in it.
Like I'll recognize the voice when I encounter it in the game, but I don't know beforehand.
Yeah, I think. I don't think it's a good idea.
Everybody said it is like if there's good voice acting, you don't really notice it. If it's bad voice acting, you really fucking notice it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like editing, you know? If you edit something really badly, everyone's like, wow, this is a shit job editing. But if you edit really well, no one notices.
I'm not trying to say that the voice actors don't add value to it. They certainly do. A lot of games I played which has really good voice acting adds to the experience for me. But it's just, I mean, I can understand wanting better working conditions, knowing what fucking game you're gonna be in.
Yeah.
Probably getting better pay. Maybe fucking getting roles that is just not for Troy Baker and Nolan North. Oh, this is who plays this white woman? Troy Baker. Who plays this fucking Native American? Oh, Nolan North. Fuck you. Fucking hell. I was saying fucking Infamous. We talked about this last week. I'm just gonna say it again because I'm fucking pissed off about it. Troy Baker is voicing a Native American. Why? It's for all you know, he's like 1/20th of Native American. You racist son of a bitch. Fuck
I'm
you.
1/600th Native American.
Fuck off. I just can't stand it.
I think voice actors could get paid if their game is more like a cinematic game, like The Last of Us or something like that, where like it's a big deal.
It's a big
like
deal.
you know these characters. Yeah. But like if it's like, oh, I'm playing Fallout and there's 100,000 people who are all voice acted, like no, you're not going to get paid for this one line you did forever, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, what were you talking about? So yeah, I played Dying Light as well. I guess nothing much this week. No time to play games at all. Fucking work sucks. Life sucks.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, I want to kick some zombies in the face. Why can't you just let me do that?
Well, that's the goal with Let's Plays. You know, you gotta get to that point.
So yeah, what did you do, Monty? Apart from Spider-Man?
This week, I actually just took a week or a weekend off and went to Nashville to see a buddy, and that was pretty interesting. I don't know if anyone's ever been to Nashville here, but it's got a lot of cool bars and stuff. Anyways, though, I know that's not really what you asked. But as far as games went, you know, I really just kind of bit the bullet and did like 10 videos back to back, and then edited them all in one night. And that was like, by the end of it, I was like passing out. I was like, I don't do a whole lot in editing. You know, I'll cut out dead spots and I'll, you know, throw in a couple sound effects here and there. So each video takes me about an hour, maybe 2 to edit, depending on how intense it is. But like 10 video, like that's 10 hours of editing. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's
more than me. It's a lot more than me.
Well, I don't think it's all necessary. I just enjoy editing. I enjoy the process. And by the end, you can definitely, like, if you were to watch my videos, you could tell that, like, 10 streak, because it starts off with me editing a lot, and then it just slowly becomes less and less until, I think the last video has, like, 5 cuts in it, and that's, like, it. I didn't even, do sound effects or anything.
I like editing, but even though I've been doing it for 2 years, I still haven't gotten over, like, listening to myself. Like, I don't like watching my own Let's Plays enough to edit them. significantly.
I'm the exact same. When somebody comments, it's like, dude, I love this. I'm like, why? Like,
yeah, be more constructive with your feedback.
well, like, it's not even that. It's just like, I'm the same way. I cannot stand my own voice. I hate it. But everyone's like, you have a good voice for this. And I'm like, I don't hear it. It's not the sound of my voice.
Try being a fucking Asian with a high pitch.
It's trying to be funny. It's like, you're not funny. You're not entertaining. You're just inane.
Well, I try to. That's what I do editing for. Like, if I'm looking at it and I'm like, there needs to be something funny that happens, I'll add like funny sound effects to make it fit better.
My goal is to get really good at riffing, so I never edit anything, because everything that comes out of my mouth is gold. That's the goal.
Yeah, I was actually just about to say, like, in the last, like, 2 months, I've really been working on just talking. Because, like, my early videos, I had to cut a lot, because I would sit there and I would be silent for, like, 10 seconds at a time, and then I'd say something like, oh, God, and then I'd be silent for another 10 seconds at a time, and now, like, I'm just working on constantly talking and keeping my mouth going and annoying the crap out of people. And it's working out pretty well. My editing's gone down a lot, and it's why I was able to do 10 videos in a night. I mean,
what games?
Right now I'm doing Little Nightmare. Well, I just finished Little Nightmares and Rhyme. Those are my two big ones right now.
Cool.
Oh, and then, that third-person adventure puzzle thing.
Okay.
Does it run well on your PC?
Is that the one that's done by the team that did Jotun? Is that a different game I'm thinking of?
I think maybe. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with these people's work, but it's a good game. It's pretty fun.
It's Tequila Works. So they did the Sexy Brutale and Deadlight.
Got it.
Oh, well, Rhyme is definitely a big step down for them. As far as, like, it's very child-friendly. Well, it's very child-friendly,
I see.
Right.
So when you have, like, a game called Deadlight, I'm assuming that's not very child-friendly.
It's zombies.
Deadlight is... Yeah, there's 2D.
It's like Limbo with zombies.
It's a bit more engaging though. Like in terms of
it's more of an action game. There's like shooting and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, sign me up.
You might like it. It's a 2D side-scrolling zombie action game.
Yeah, I might. I just beat the final station too. Like before I started.
Nice.
Little Nightmares.
Is that the one in the train or something?
The train. Yeah.
And it's the same thing. 2D zombie shooting game.
Which 4 wanted to play and then did not after that, or something, right?
No, I think I remember I wanted to play it like almost a year ago, and then I went to PAX last year and I played it, or I saw it played, and I can't remember why, but I didn't want to play it anymore. I don't remember what happened.
What? It's so good.
Was it because you tried to request a key and they didn't give it to you or something?
No, not for that game.
Oh, but Tiny Build gives keys out left and right.
I want to add a distinction. It's not like, if you don't give me a key, I won't play your game. What has happened in the past is I've talked to developers, and they've been like, hey, I'll send you a key. And then they don't. And that's when I won't play the game. Because I'm like, I'm just going to wait for that key forever. And it worked. I got a key for Albert and Otto not that long ago.
Right.
Yeah, I'm currently dealing with that now. I met some people at PAX East this year.
Nice.
And they got back to me. It's like, yeah, dude, we're going to send you this key as soon as possible. And that was like 2 months ago.
Yep. Did you give them a card or like write your name on a list? Like, I feel like I just forget.
No, I gave them a card.
I wrote my name down, but I don't know. My name's hard to spell.
Ooh, you guys got YouTube cards? Whoa,
I don't have YouTube cards, but I've considered making YouTube cards.
Do you have like a subscriber numbers as well?
I have YouTube cards. Nice. I actually made them for PAX. In fact, if you ever go to one of those events, I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just networking. It doesn't matter how big or small you are. Like, you just got to network.
For sure.
You'll find people that want to play.
Your number of subscribers is only loosely tied to the quality of your content. It's more strongly tied to how like big a shill and good you are at spreading your name around, that kind of stuff.
But to me as a developer, does quality of your videos matter? I guess maybe.
They're not gonna check.
They're not gonna check. They're trying to like do the reach as many people as possible.
Yeah, it's all about numbers for them.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, giving one game out for free, all you have to do, if you have 200 or 100 or 50 subscribers, if you sell that game to one person, they've already made their money back. Like, it's only beneficial to them to give out keys. I mean, granted, if you're just some guy who like makes a YouTube channel, it's just like, I have a YouTube channel, give me free stuff. I mean, that's one thing.
So many people do that.
Like people with 5 subs have Patreons.
Yeah.
I haven't even
or apparently there's been people doing comments like they never even started their YouTube channel before. Like this is.
I got one today. I got one of those today.
They asked you to
give me $1 a month and I can buy a camera or something like that. I'm like, nope. Mark, he was spam and abuse.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know why people think these sub for sub things work. They
kind of do.
They do if you want to just boost your subscriber
number. The
But,
goal
like,
is to
that
get
doesn't do
subscriber
anything.
numbers. You don't get viewers.
Yeah. It's
You
like
just
there's nothing
get
sadder to me than
subs.
seeing an account that has like 5,000 subs, but I'm getting more like average views on a video than they
Yeah.
are. And that's saying something because I get like 25 average. Like I don't get that many views.
That is. How many subs do you have?
I am at.
Are we doing this now?
No. I'm curious what the
575.
percentage is.
I'm kidding.
Okay,
I'm
that's
at
really good
575.
then, because like 10% is
It's
like
about
amazing.
10%,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I got a little community growing. It's nice. It's just Let's Plays are so hard because they're not shareable, in my opinion.
I
You know?
agree.
It's
They're not
like
for
you don't-
everybody.
Yeah, and you don't have like even your fans like they're not going to be
Pretty
like
niche.
going on Facebook and being like, oh, check out this Let's Play,
Oh
you know.
god. Yeah.
Check out
Yeah.
this 1 hour Let's Play.
I mean,
Oh,
although
yeah.
sometimes they are, and I think that's why the big channels are big, is because they have those shareable things, which generally means like like pissing their
edited
pants
stuff?
with excitement. Like they're
Yeah.
screaming or reacting, like a very micro second of shareability, and I think that's what helps boost them. But
If it's in the beginning, like I'll use CNET as an example. I'm assuming we all know who he is.
I know the name. I've never watched.
Okay.
I don't know who.
Well, he's got like 5 million subs, so he's up there.
Okay.
But the
Yeah.
video that I found for him was shared, and it was only because the very beginning had one of his buddies doing a Morgan Freeman impression and like just nailing it. And it was
Wait,
like,
was this the video where they were playing like Prey or that Stalker
yeah,
game?
Yep.
I
that's
saw
it.
that video. I didn't know what it
Exactly.
was.
So like that's a case of it working. Even though it's a full Let's Play, I guarantee you probably didn't watch the whole thing. You probably just watched that first like minute of Morgan
I
Freeman.
Yeah, I don't even know if what was linked to me was a full Let's Play. I think the video that was linked to me was just like the Morgan Freeman bit somehow. You're like, maybe just have a rusty shiv, but it's just a guy talking like a shiv in a Morgan Freeman voice, and it was hilarious.
Exactly. And that's the kind of things like you have to share if you want to actually have shareable content. Because again, you have to have other things to bring people to your channel, and then they're
Yeah.
going to be like, oh, this guy does Let's Plays. Like that's kind of how it has to work.
For a whole week, a long time ago, I was making GIFs of my content and putting them on Imgur or Tumblr, one of the two. I don't remember, to like share. And then it's like, this isn't fun. So I stopped doing it. Because at the end of the day, it's all about fun for me. This is the hobby. If it's not fun, I don't do it.
Exactly. Like that's the other thing. Like so many people get into it and it's like, oh man, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be rich and just play video games all day. And it's like, oh, that's you poor, naive person.
If it's your job, there's a lot of other things you have to do than play video games, sadly.
Even if it's a hobby though,
The
like
promotion things.
Editing alone. I edit more than I play video games.
I spend more time on thumbnails than I do editing, I think.
Oh my god. See, thumbnails are my weak spot. I do not like doing thumbnails. Like I hate it.
Like them too much. I was up until 2 this morning finishing a thumbnail. Because I always like switching like very minute things like, oh, do I want the border on this aspect to be 3 pixels or 2 pixels? And it's like, there's a half an hour burned there. It's like, I'm not good at it. I need to do like school. Just tell
I'm
me
like,
what's good, and I'll do that.
does it tell the story of what I want this thumbnail to do? Okay. Is it like a little rough around the edges? Sure, why not? No one's gonna care. They're gonna look at it for 2 seconds and click, like whatever.
That's
like
that is
my
the healthy
mentality.
mindset to have. Like to me, it's like a work of art. It's good. Like some people are gonna zoom in on this. And they're gonna notice the faded like thing I put in the background, and it's gonna be an inside joke. And it's gonna be awesome. But no, of course not.
Well, it's like don't get me wrong. If I was huge, like million subs, big, I would probably put a lot more effort into my thumbnails, just because at that point it is your job. But like
I think
if it's
most
not your
people who
job,
have 1 million ship it out. They outsource it.
I already do that. I have a buddy who I'm just like, hey man, can you make me a thumbnail for this game? And then he'll send me like one, and then I'll take that one and then the assets in it and then move them around to like make new thumbnails. That's pretty much how I do it.
That sounds good.
But he likes doing that stuff, so it's okay. And
That's
I
cool.
don't.
But you like editing, which is good.
Oh yeah, I love editing.
What do you
that
edit
for
in? What
hours.
software?
Sony Vegas.
Okay. I'm using Movie Studio Platinum, which I think is similar.
Yeah, I think it is. I was using what was it called? I was using the movie. I was just using the like regular Windows Movie Maker or whatever. Like that.
You're not the first person to say that, which is bananas to me. That sounds so not easy.
Yeah, but let's what? So what else do you guys feel like talking about? I feel like we've gone on editing for a little too long here.
I didn't do this much. I didn't do much this week. Did you play anything else?
I started playing Bohemian Killing.
Which
is
right.
Murder? Killing? I think it's killing, right?
Yes.
I forgot the name of the game.
I was like,
you confused me. You bamboozled me.
Is that
It's a first-person murder thing. Yeah, so basically you are on trial for murdering somebody.
Yes.
And you were telling your story to the judge, and the way you tell your story to the judge is by like playing through that night again in real time in first person. You're like, so if you walk into the bar, like it'll freeze for a second, and the judge will be like, "Oh, you walked into the bar at this time," and you're like, "Oh, yeah, I did," because that's what you did. Or it's like, and then I talked to this character, and then this happened. As you play the game, you're setting up the thing. So the game is designed to be, I believe, replayed a bunch of times because you figure out what to do at different times to trigger different things. So you're trying to get away with murder, basically. Yeah. Which is a really, really cool concept. I like that.
Yeah, the concept is really cool, but the
execution
is a bit iffy.
Bohemian Killing.
Bohemian Killing. I am
it's
going to have to get
in like
this.
steampunk Paris. It's kind of cool, but I find the story not super compelling. Like I don't know why I murdered the person yet. It's like so far all the evidence I've uncovered has indicated I'm a terrible person who should go to jail. So like, do I want to get away with it? Like I don't even know if I'm rooting for myself in this story yet.
Oh man, is there like an option just to straight up murder someone and it just be like, yeah, I did it, like like you get to the point of the murder and it just like take the knife, stab him, like yeah, I did it. I just want to tell my story.
I hope so. I mean, so the game starts with you actually doing the murder. I don't think you can actually like do the murder again in like the storytelling part. Unfortunately, but that would be.
But the good thing about the game is each playthrough is like 1 hour plus, something like that.
Okay, I've played for 40 minutes, so I don't know yet. But I've definitely got the sense that it was very close to being done
very short.
once.
So it's easy to play through it.
So 1 hour is a good amount of time for replays. I'm curious to see how repetitive replays feel. Like if I have to sit through a bunch of dialogue over and over. It seemed like everything had skipping prompts, so it seemed pretty good.
You don't know what does what. Like if I do this, will it help me like get out?
And
jail
if you make a mistake, you can't like rewind. You have to finish the playthrough for a new one immediately. So that'd be really frustrating. So yeah, we'll see. I intend to play. I'm for sure going to record like one play. I probably won't do more than one.
Yeah. It's definitely a very interesting concept, though.
Yeah, I really like it. I like that kernel of a seed of a.
Well, it's kind of Clue,
we need
except
more
the reverse.
Like murder mystery kind of games, right? That's like not enough. So the only one that came out recently was Sexy Brutale.
I read an interesting story a fairly long time ago. It wasn't a whodunit; it was a whydunit. So like the book like starts off with like the main character like feeling guilty because they murdered someone. And like the arc of the story kind of just like uncovers like little bits of the backstory. It's like what led up to that murder and like why they did it in the first place and that kind of thing. You know who did it the entire time. And it's interesting just to kind of uncover like what situation was going on. Yeah, it's an interesting slight variation on the theme. So I played that. I think I'm pretty close to being done with Heroes Rise: The Prodigy.
It's a long ass game.
It's been longer than I thought. Like The Morrow game was only like 5 episodes. This I recorded like 16 episodes so far of this, so it's much longer. I'm not even done yet.
Oh, I hate that.
But I think I'm close to being done. I don't know. We'll see. AdventureCraft just came out on Steam in early access, which is the game we talked about like 2 years ago. We had the dev on the podcast.
Oh, that guy.
So I didn't even know he was still working on it. I thought like his pet project and he just kind of abandoned it, but. He sent me a key. It's on Steam Early Access, so I will definitely be diving back into that to check out what stuff has happened in the last year.
So you haven't been updated with it, so you don't know what updates has been?
I guess I didn't follow his IndieDB page or something, but like, or his, I followed him on Twitter and I didn't see anything. I thought I did too, but I hadn't heard anything until just like 2 days ago.
You should get him back on the show.
Yeah, talk about it. I don't know if multiplayer is out yet.
Out?
He was working on it. It just came out on Steam. It's Early Access. It might be closed.
But I'm looking at it right now.
On like itch.io or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, previously you could download it for free from like IndieDB or itch.io or something like that.
Nice.
Because it's very small.
On Steam
Oh,
Early
wow.
Access. It's it's like the
I think he should have changed the name.
it's very
That
generic.
name's just so generic.
Yeah, a little bit, but it looks pretty fun. I mean,
I like the game a lot, and I think it'll be like a legitimately recommendation-worthy game once multiplayer is enacted.
I was about to say, if it has multiplayer, I could see this game being really fun. But I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, again, I'm not much of a solo game player. I love multiplayer games.
No,
though.
Sort of like what is that game?
Don't Starve.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bit like Don't
Something
Starve,
something
Love
Hunger
Don't
or something.
Starve.
but not as brutal, not as roguelike.
But I love
Because Don't Starve multiplayer is impossible. Because as soon as one person dies, you're like, well, we all have to start over, or you can wait forever for us to try and tech up to the level where we can resurrect you.
Well, that's only if you haven't teched up to that level before. You know, you have to get good. You know,
That's true.
We were talking about Dark Souls earlier. Get good.
Right. It's not, but like everybody has to be good. Like the entire party, if they like commit to training for Don't Starve. I don't think this has that.
I remember playing Don't Starve once, and it was me and my buddy set up this amazing fort, like our base, and I was the robot character, and I got struck by lightning in the middle of all of our crops, and it set the entire base on fire. I was just like,
awesome.
you want to restart? They were like, yeah.
Sorry.
I felt like an
That's
asshole.
pretty cool. Yeah, I haven't played that game in a while. I tried playing the multiplayer like a few weeks ago, but I hadn't played since they introduced Sanity. I played the early access, so they changed a lot. Like you couldn't do base building before; there were no walls, so there's a lot more stuff to build now. It's almost overwhelming, but it's
Really?
cool. A lot more characters now.
Yeah, it does look good.
I think that's it for me. I played the Dying Light DLC with the car, which is interesting. I have this problem in open world games with like meters, I guess. Like whenever there's a meter that like runs down more or less constantly, it consumes a bigger part of my mind than it should, I guess. I'm obsessed
like
more
a
about it
stamina
than
meter kind of thing?
yeah, like a health, like in Don't Starve, like I was always watching that food thing, like if food decays or if your health goes down or your hunger meter goes down, that kind of thing. So the bad thing about the Dying Light DLC is like just doing anything in your car damages it slightly. So like in not the DLC, I could be with very like clear conscience just run around and have fun. Like it's like I'm just running and jumping, and if I fell, that was damage, sure. But like when I'm driving the car, I'm just continuously looking at these meters as they like tick down ever slightly. My fuel meter and like the health of my suspension. It's like I can't get it out of my head, so it kind of inhibits my enjoyment of the game, which is not its fault. It's my anal fault.
Okay.
But it's still cool. It's got good stuff. It's got good weapons.
So do you wanna get into some news?
Sure.
Okay. Just a couple. Let's start with the Japanese company not understanding what their customer wants. So this time it's Capcom. It is not Nintendo, which is a good thing.
Sure.
So yeah. So I don't know if you guys know this. They actually have a couple of like spin-off Ace Attorney games. And when I say spin-off, they play basically almost the same, but the reason it's spin-off is because it's like back in like the medieval, like Japanese medieval era, samurai, blah blah blah. And then you play the ancestor of Phoenix Wright, I'm pretty sure. Something like that. I'm not super sure about it because it's never released. Never had a English localization, right? It's only in Japan. I don't know why. Because Capcom. So they have two games. Two of these spin-off games that's only been released in Japan. So a lot of like the Western or English-speaking Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney fans has never played it because we don't know Japanese. So there was this YouTube channel that started to play the Japanese games on her 3DS imported 3DS, and she started uploading these clips to YouTube, but with the added feature of having YouTube subtitles translated into English, so people who couldn't play just can watch that, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Capcom took them all down.
Well, that's
they manually took down all the videos that had subtitles in them.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. A lot of work wasted too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
How dare you increase our exposure? Take this.
Well, it's like Nintendo. Like they do all anything you post Nintendo, it's
Capcom is
done.
pretty shit too.
Yeah.
Sega also, actually. Like, we give a lot of props to Sega because, they're currently porting a lot of shit on PC, but YouTube shit is really bad as well. Like a few years ago, and it doesn't make sense. How does this affect your sales? We can't play it. We don't fucking understand Japanese. It's not like somebody created a hacked ROM of it. That one I understand.
Yeah.
These are YouTube videos watched by people that's never gonna buy your game.
I guess not. We're done. Done with Japan.
Because we don't understand fucking... They realize Japanese is another language, right? They do know that, right? They know not everyone speak Japanese. Do they even know that the 3DS is region law? I just want to know that.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Oh, okay. So, okay, there's definitely a chance that the Capcom doesn't know that.
I mean, maybe
Fuck you, Capcom. Fuck you. So fucking... My god, fuck you, seriously. So yes, that is Japanese company being done because they're Japanese. The next two will be about game pricing. And then we're done. Not much this week. So the first one is the Paradox stuff. Not sure if you remember, but we mentioned about Paradox increasing the prices of their games like a couple weeks ago. And they did it like a month before the Steam sales. And it only affected non-USD countries.
Right.
So like Asia, some parts of Europe, basically, blah, blah, blah. So they increased it because they said, well, obviously they wanted more money, but that's not what they said. So fuck them. But because everybody was so pissed off about it, they then eventually, after the sale, they reduced the price back down. But so that's good, reducing back the price, because they increased the prices of like 7-year-old games, like really old games. So they're dumb. But anyways, for people who bought the games without the knowledge that has been increased, right, and they didn't refund it in time because maybe they played it already, or it's past the 14 weeks or whatever, you can go onto the Paradox forums. There'll be a thread, and they are basically letting people redeem wanting to redeem games or free DLCs to make up for the price increase, because they can't refund people for the price difference because apparently Steam is not allowing that. So that's what they can do now. So they're either giving you a free copy of Stellaris, House of Iron 4, Crusader Kings 2, Europa Universalis 4, Magicka 2, or Tyranny, or 2 DLCs from this list of 5 DLCs, like Stellaris and Tyranny DLCs. So you can choose. There's a form to fill up, but I've heard that the form is getting a lot of like errors and stuff because probably it's getting hit really hard by people or something. I don't know. So yeah, if you bought a Paradox game during the sale and you didn't realize that you bought it at a higher price, go and Google Paradox Interactive price change rollback or something like that. Then you should find the form. Yeah.
I'll check that out.
Yeah, on your support page. Did you buy something?
Yeah, I bought... what game was it? I bought one of those games that you mentioned. Hang on, let me see if I can find it real quick.
Oh.
Yeah, because I remember looking at it and being like, that was too much.
But you're in the US though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the US is not affected.
Oh, it's not affected by that?
Yeah.
Then I just okay, never mind. I just feel like I overpay for everything.
So because the US stayed at $45 for like most of their games, like their main, like the base price. Like Tyranny is $45, I believe, over there. But everywhere else they increased it to even higher levels, sometimes even more than the USD,
okay.
because apparently a developing country person is making more than somebody from a developed country. I don't know. If you want more money, just say we are greedy. Just say it. It's not.
Yeah. I'm greedy. Give me money. Like
Yeah, I mean, it's not like people don't think it already. The fuck. Ugh. Anyways, yeah. If you're one of the in the affected countries, which is quite a lot, go and check out their support page and try to find their form and their requests for one of the games. If you have all of the games and all the DLCs, you'll be getting like giftable keys instead, so you won't really be getting your money back that way, unless you want to sell those keys, I suppose, I guess. So yeah, that is the Paradox thing. Last one is ARK Survival Evolved. They increased their prices because they're coming out of early access.
Ooh, about time. It's been on early access for like 3 years.
Yeah, so early access price was $30. It's been in bundles before. It's been 50% off pretty much most of the time on Steam to like $15. So now they've increased the price to $60. And you also don't get any of the DLCs with that $60. You still have to buy the DLCs separately.
Ooh, I feel like that might be a little bit of a mistake, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Like I don't know about you, Monty, but me and Fo, we usually don't buy games that's on early access. We will say like, oh, we'll buy it after it comes out of early access, and probably don't buy it after that. I don't know.
Frequently.
But is there really an audience of people buying games after it comes out of early access? I'm not sure.
So I think that they're after it comes out of early access.
I mean, I'm not asking like for hard numbers or whatever. I'm just asking like how do you feel about like buying games on early access, or maybe waiting for games to come out of early access?
So I've had it both ways. I've had games that I bought on early access and they have been terrible, unfinished products. Which of course early access, it's supposed to be unfinished, but like these are like unplayable. Like they shouldn't even be on early access. And then I played games that are like they feel like they're done on early access. Like Subnautica, for example. I've been playing a lot of that game lately, and
nice.
Like it feels done. I mean, granted, I'm sure the end game isn't quite there yet, but there's already like 50 plus hours of gameplay that's there in the early access. And yeah, like, so I've had it both ways. I don't normally like waiting for games to come out because I feel like, excuse me, I feel like as a YouTuber, like people want to know what these games look like, and early access is just kind of a godsend for us because we get to look at these games early and we get to play them and all that stuff. And then if they like it, they can go out and buy it too.
That's the thing. It's like, I look at a game and then I'll say like, oh, I'll wait for it to come out of early access. It would take like maybe 3 years, and I'll be like, maybe I'm not really interested in this game anymore.
The other side, there's I'll play an early access game and it's crap, and then I won't play it once it gets better.
Yeah.
Well, that's the risk.
Played it,
like,
and I moved on. That's
the risk of the company, though. If they release their game early access and it sucks, like you lose all that initial wave. They're not gonna. Like, like you said, we're not coming back to that. But,
like Heist. Heist had that problem, I think. And maybe even Hyper Light Drifter to a lesser extent.
What's Heist?
What's the game I never remember the name of? You know what I'm talking about.
Steampunk Heist? Oh,
yeah.
God damn it.
Steam. It's not Steam. Steam's not in the name.
No, it's not. Steampunk Heist
I thought
game.
Heist was in the name.
The Swindle, god damn it.
The Swindle. Okay.
Was it early access?
Oh no, so not. I mean, no, but.
Oh, but it updated.
The first
a lot.
impression was so bad.
Oh right.
That any damage control afterwards was just not effective anymore.
Yeah, it's like games basically only have the first impression, and after that, it's like, I don't know. There's just so many.
On the other hand, they are one of the few mediums that get more than one impression.
True.
Like, I guess movies have director's cuts, but
it's not really the same.
Yeah, it's not really the same.
Like, you can't change the camera angle after filming it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's true.
I guess.
You have multiple cameras at different angles, so you can choose later.
Regarding the ARK one, there's actually something else. So, the price in euros and pounds
Oh, right.
is pretty bad.
It's much higher.
Yes, it's actually higher than $60.
Wow.
You can so you can literally Google currency converters, or you can use a fucking extension. It's not difficult to install an extension. I might just send an email to the ARK Survival Evolved devs and like, this is a link to a Chrome extension. You can just click on it and then you can add all the different currencies and then you can just, convert them. It's really cool. Maybe you should fucking use one. So they are charging £55. That is $70.
And what was it before? Like £15?
I don't remember. I need to look stuff up and I don't want to look stuff up. But basically, $60 games is priced at £45-ish. 45, yeah. 45, £50. £55 is $70. In euro, it's higher than that.
Wow.
It's basically $80.
I wonder if they realized how much money they spent on advertising. Like, oh crap, we gotta recoup that.
I don't know. It's like... And they're also coming out with like a physical PS4 version and shit. Which is one of the reasons why they wanted to increase it to $60, because they are selling the PS4 version as $60. And then they said, we want retail parity. Apparently, that's an excuse. I don't know.
I mean, it is true that pricing the game higher will, increase its perceived quality to a certain number of people. But I think it pisses off just as many people. Or more.
I don't know. I mean,
especially when you've been out for so long at such a much lower price.
It's not a new game, sort of, right?
I don't think it's getting... Like, it's not like they're holding back content that they're going to release, that they released with the price hike. It's the same content it was the day before, more or less.
These guys are not getting that first initial wave or rush of consumers when a new game is released. I think early access...
It's too late for that.
Games that come out of early access, they don't have that anymore, which is also another risk of going into early access. You don't have that initial rush.
Yeah, but if you want to finish your game, like if you're an indie developer and
I definitely understand the merits of it.
Yeah.
It's just like calculating the risks and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. So it works out really well for some games. I think the people at Subnautica have made a lot of money. I mean, they never got that burst of money, I don't think. But I think over like 2 years,
consistent thing probably.
Yeah, and they got to make their game while they made money. So I mean, that's pretty good. And they'll finish it, and then they'll move on to the next one. It's kind of like it's almost like making your game an hourly wage versus, that big burst of money when it comes out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a good option for indies. That's for sure. It's just, I don't know. I just find it a bit weird. And for certain things, I mean, especially their European pricing. The fact that your game is gonna cost more than an Activision game says fucking something.
Yeah.
Like, Activision is the worst, and even they are selling Destiny 2 at only £45, and Call of Duty World War 2 at £45. Activision, you're selling a game more expensive than Activision. I'm pretty sure they kill literal babies or something and then cook them or some shit like that. Pretty sure they're the most evil company. I don't know.
I don't know. Who are the ones that make... It's Ubisoft, yeah. Ubisoft isn't much better.
Ubi plays.
Here's an unfinished game. I hope you enjoy paying extra money for the DLC to make it playable.
talking about Ubisoft, they recently updated Watch Dogs 2, and now there's like a really cool like 4-player party co-op kind of thing. Everybody just joins in the game and then wreak havoc, which is cool, but I don't know if that kind of update like prolongs the life of a game or not. Like, I played Watch Dogs 2 when it came out, finished a single player in like 30 hours, and then I'm done with it. I'm never gonna touch it again.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, I'm done with news. Nothing else. Nothing else interesting, except for companies being shit as usual. Every fucking week.
I feel like that was all the news.
Just every week. This is the playonultra podcast. Every week we find some shithead doing something shit. So yes.
What? Did Nintendo make any new game?
So
I think something like Hollow Knight's coming to the Switch.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I still have to beat that game.
I've
had that game sitting in my library for months.
I keep hearing people say, "Oh, you're gonna need to play Hollow Knight. Oh, you need to beat Dead Cells."
Yeah.
Did you play Dead Cells?
Yeah. I did, but I've only done like 2 episodes of it. I need to play more because I really like the game. That's the thing that sucks about doing the channel is like you want to always have like new games coming out, but you never get to finish like old games. So it's like I don't know. I did like two videos of Dead Cells, and then I was like, I got to play something new now because it's just time.
Okay, so to be fair, regarding the ARK one. The retailers is basically saying that you need to adjust your digital price on Steam so that you can sell this retail game at $60 pretty much. Just to be fair.
Yeah.
Because retailers are shit. That's why.
What do you guys have out in Malaya to get games? Like, where do you go to buy your games, just out of curiosity?
We have a lot of like independent shops. We don't have big shops. We don't have like a GameSpot or a game.co.uk or whatever, EB Games. We don't have like a big chain like that. We just have independent like mom and pop shops.
Okay.
And digital. Like basically like Sony, when it comes to consoles, Sony is the only one with a foothold in here because they actually have like people working in the region, unlike Nintendo or Xbox. So Sony has like the biggest market. And PC, Steam, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, because over here, like, GameStop sucks. Like, trying to trade in games is, like, impossible. It's like,
you're gonna give me your entire Life's collection? $10.
Yeah, not even. Like, I remember being at a GameStop. This dude brought in a whole box of games, like, just a massive box. And the guy was going through these games, and he's like, all right, this one's worth 12 cents, 16 cents. This one's worth 25. Like, he gave the guy, like, he was trying to build up the fact that this game was worth 25 cents. And he was like, aha, you should be proud. This game gets you $0.25. Like, screw you, GameStop.
Yeah.
Also, to be fair to ARK, they are pricing their game at basically a AAA price, like $60, right? And it is a AAA quality game. Because it runs very poorly. So it's basically AAA. It runs like shit. It's very unoptimized. So yeah, good for them. They're really AAA now. Their games run like shit and you have to pay $60 for it. Or $80 if you're in Europe. So yeah, I'm done with news. Do you guys have anything else?
I was curious if you guys had any thoughts on the upcoming movie Valerian.
What is that?
My...
It's from the creator of
this
Fifth Element.
Luke Besson? Am I pronouncing his name right?
I don't know.
I don't know. He's French, isn't he? Yeah.
Probably.
It doesn't
certainly.
matter what your fucking name is, Frenchie. But I do live in
because the trailers are some of the worst trailers I've ever seen.
For all of
but
them.
I still think the movie looks cool.
Like every time I watch the trailer, I'm like, I want to believe in it. I want to see it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, it just doesn't look good from the trailer.
I kept a count last trailer I saw when I saw Baby Driver, and it was 100% scenes of people going, whoa, while something happened, and there were 2 lines, and they were both really crappy one-liners. Like, I taught him how to do that. Or
Maybe.
Like, I'm just dropping in.
Maybe it's because the two main characters is Dane DeHaan and Cara Delevingne.
Yeah, I'm super anti-sold on the main characters, so I'm definitely not going to say opening weekend.
One is
really?
Cara, the woman. She's a supermodel that played. That had a role in one of the worst movies ever made, Suicide Squad.
Have you seen The Last Airbender? Because I don't think you've seen The Last Airbender.
Haha. Or Jumper.
Oh,
the best movie of all time.
Exist to me. That movie does not exist.
Does Indiana Jones and then Temple?
To be fair, Suicide Squad tried to be good and failed really bad at it. The Last Airbender tried to be really bad and was successful at it. So you can't really compare the two, I don't think.
That's true. That's true.
Shyamalan, you piece of shit. Because apparently Asian people are now white. See, another Troy Baker bullshit. Fuck you, M. Night Shyamalan, you Asian. He's Asian, for fuck's sakes.
Except the bad guys.
Bad guy is Asian, obviously. And he chose somebody from his, he's Indian and Indian. Yeah, fuck him.
I wonder what that says about him. A lot of self-hate going on.
Indian people are fucking racist towards themselves. Seriously, I know. There's a lot of Indian people here. I had a high school teacher who was Indian, who hated Indian people.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, do you fucking own a mirror?
Man.
It's weird. Like, Indians, they really, because of the caste system, blah, 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 they really hate themselves. Like, seriously.
I mean, it's really weird. Like, a lot of people, in America, you can't say a lot of things because people just get offended over everything. But, like, a lot of these cultures are messed up. Like, not because of, like, who they are as a people, but how their systems work.
Yeah.
I mean, like, everyone...
They literally have a built-in racist system in India. Like, the caste system and shit. Like, the people from the north and the south, there's, like, huge difference. Even though they are basically Indians, they just hate each other and shit like that. And it's still happening now. Like, whoever denies it is fucking idiotic. It's still happening now. But seriously, the guy who played Dane DeHaan, isn't he the guy from The Amazing Spider-Man 2?
I think so, maybe.
Who played... What's his name? Yeah, Harry Osborn, Green Goblin. I don't know, I just don't like the guy.
He looks really weird in
really
Valerian.
Old.
I like him as an actor, but he almost never plays a good guy.
He's 31.
He is creepy looking.
I thought his...
the young Green Goblin.
I'm not going to lie, though. I thought in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, he was the best part.
I actually really like the soundtrack. That was my favorite part.
That's what killed me in Spider-Man 2. It wasn't the soundtrack per se, but it was the fact that they kept trying to just, like, make everything kind of a musical. Yeah, like, they just threw dubstep in anywhere. It was like, I'm eating a sandwich. Wah, wah, wah. Like, okay.
This was the coolest portrayal of Electro I've ever seen.
Really?
Electro's he's a goof. He's goofy, normally.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
They actually made him a little badass in this.
I mean, they kind of got Jamie Foxx, which he's pretty badass, I guess.
It helps.
Yeah, in a sense. Yeah. What is Valerian about? It's based off a book, right?
Who knows?
Graphic novel.
Right.
Yeah, they have to... it's a lot
French
of graphic
science
novels.
fiction comic series. All right.
Yeah, it's been around for a while, so I can't really say what this movie would be about. It's but I mean, I think it's just gonna be your generic space opera. Like, it's gonna try to be Star Wars. It's gonna try to be.
It looks a lot like what was the last
that's Clive
Wachowski
Owen.
Siblings movie?
Wait, what?
The Jupiter Ascending. It looks like that.
Oh God, no.
That was really bad, right?
Yeah, right. That was not good. Although it was. I mean, both Jupiter Ascending was, and this movie looks like it will be visually appealing, possibly enough to justify seeing it. But the plot was garbage.
That's also Ethan Hawke and Clive Owen, though.
And some of the acting. I don't recognize those names.
You don't know who's Ethan Hawke?
That name sounds familiar. Let me Google the Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke.
What? Are you sure? I'm pretty sure you know who that is.
I don't recognize the face. Looks like freaking Kevin Bacon.
Are you being serious right now?
Kevin Bacon and Ethan Hawke are the same person.
He was the guy in Gattaca. Did you watch Gattaca?
I actually haven't seen Gattaca. I probably should.
You should.
Going through his IMDb page, I have seen.
Oh, he was in Training Day. He was the what's his name's partner.
Okay.
Denzel's partner.
I probably maybe saw that. I don't know.
He hasn't been in anything in a while.
All,
I don't think.
I totally recognize this name, but I do not recognize
Fast
this guy's face.
7?
Other than it looks like Kevin Bacon.
He was in the Magnificent Seven, which was a really good movie.
I didn't see the new one.
Oh, I haven't seen it either.
You guys.
It was one of those movies I kept meaning to see, but I couldn't. Like, I just didn't have time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not enough hours in the day.
I know you know who Clive Owen is for.
Clive.
He's the fucker from Children of Men.
As he's like typing it in, Clive.
I haven't seen
your favorite
Children
movie of all time.
Men.
What?
Jumper's my favorite movie of all time.
Jumper was fantastic.
You talk a lot of Children of Men. You like the setting and the themes and stuff, but you've never.
I read the book.
Oh. I thought you watched the movie. Fucking hell.
No.
The movie's good. The movie's good.
Yeah.
The Escape.
You're blowing my
have
mind
I seen
right
that?
now. Because it's movies that I thought you would have watched, like Gattaca and Children of Men.
I definitely should have seen Gattaca. Oh, he was. I saw him in the Pink Panther as Agent 006 uncredited. Don't recognize him. I mean,
are you talking about that
old
old
Born Identity
Panther movie?
No,
or not the old
this
one.
This is from 2006, so it may be kind of old, but not the oldest.
Yeah.
Did you say Jumper is your favorite movie?
I did. Is
that the one with the teleportation? No.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, yes. To be clear, I'm being completely sarcastic because it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Right. Okay.
I mean, have you seen The Last Airbender?
Of course, it's the best movie of all time.
I actually, so like unpopular opinion here. I actually didn't hate Jumper. I really like the concept. For me was enough to pull me through the bad acting.
My problem was I'd read the book.
Oh, there's a book.
Oh, you're one of those. Were you in the cinema? The book didn't matter.
There were only a couple of exceptions where reading the book didn't ruin it. Like Watchmen is a good one. Watchmen was definitely a really good.
Oh, I hated the movie versus
which
the
is
book.
weird because apparently everybody hates Watchmen, right? Like I enjoy Watchmen.
Yeah, that's true. I think the thing that clinches it for me is the ending. I liked their ending better.
Yeah.
But I agree that the rest of it's not necessarily better at all.
Rorschach was cool though.
Rorschach was very cool.
Yeah.
Remember, there's one other really good example.
I thought there was
good.
there was Bruce Willis in Jumper. Am I remembering of another movie?
You're thinking of Looper, maybe.
Fuck this fucking movie. Jumper, Looper, Killer, Murderer.
I mean, Jumper had Samuel Jackson in it.
Yeah, and Anakin.
And Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah. The guy that hates sand a lot.
Yeah, they must have worked it out. You know, him and Mace Windu must have just been like, or maybe it's like an alternate universe. Maybe it's an alternate universe where like Samuel L. Jackson kind of remembers being murdered by Anakin, and then he's like, I'm gonna find Anakin in this universe and murder him, and that's why he's got such a hate boner.
Is Looper better
than what?
Than Jumper?
Yes.
Right.
Looper, like time travel movies are so difficult for me because I love time travel movies, but like, the more I see them, the more I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense because it would create like this issue. And Jumper was full of it. Like I love Jumper.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Looper, but it's better than Jumper.
Oh, sorry, I meant Looper. Yeah, Looper was like, Looper was like, there were so many like paradoxes in Looper. Looper.
It's not great.
But I mean, like, I enjoyed it for what it was. You know, no movie can be perfect, especially when it deals with time travel, because there's so many different theories and whatnot.
Yeah.
Really
Except Back to the Future. Back to the Future is the perfect time travel movie.
Yes.
Perfect. 100%.
We need more.
I like
we need more like
bandits.
dystopian science fiction stuff, like noir science fiction stuff.
Like Metropolis.
Did you guys watch
new Blade Runner?
Oh yeah, I need to watch.
Yeah, but that's a remake. That doesn't count.
No, it's a sequel.
Oh, either way, doesn't count. It's it's still.
I will be buying the
already
soundtrack as soon as that becomes available. Because I saw the trailers, like those synths kick in, like, oh yeah, I need more of this in my life. 80s synth music.
Like, there's so many like genres, like dystopia, neo noir. Like, what the fuck any of it means?
Neo noir. Yeah.
Like, if you say this is a neo-noir science fiction film, do you know what that means? Do you have a picture in your head?
I mean, it's a little redundant, but yes, I do.
Dystopian, I can. Like dystopian.
I know what
understand.
noir is, and I know what science fiction is, but
So what's
I don't know what the neo-noir would be.
I think the neo is redundant with the science fiction part. Like, it's very hard to have a neo-noir that's not also sci-fi, I don't think.
Okay,
I'm sure there's
that makes
probably one
sense.
example, but I can't think of a good example.
Yeah.
What would you call like a noir in like a fantasy set, like a magical fantasy setting? What would that be?
Fantasy noir.
Yeah.
That's a thing,
Fan
right?
noir.
Fantasy noir? It is a thing.
It's not really a thing. I'm sure it exists.
I would kill to watch a detective movie set in the Lord of the Rings universe.
That'd be amazing. Like Cops. I'd watch Cops set in
Just a guy.
We got an APB for some orcs over here in the Shire. We're gonna go check it out.
So what is Watchmen?
Watchmen is maybe like I don't know.
Definitely
It's
noir, right?
Watchmen's
kinda
definitely
noir-y.
noir. It's
Yeah.
got the noir like
But is
tropes
it-
to it.
What is it? Science fiction noir?
It's definitely
Superhero
science
noir?
fiction. Yeah, it's like social commentary.
Are
almost
superheroes considered
dystopic.
science fiction?
I consider them science fiction. Like even Doctor Strange, like he's like it's kind of I don't know.
Fantasy? No.
I don't think it's fantasy. I mean, you could definitely
So
make an
fantasy
argument
must
for it
have
being fantasy.
Dragons and dwarfs, basically.
I mean, to
fantasy is
me-
only medieval.
To me, kind of, sorta, yeah.
Well, I mean, when you tell me fantasy, I do think
There's-
like swords
so,
and magic and stuff.
I don't have a clear definition of this, but I know there is like a distinction between one of them is called high fantasy, which includes things like steampunk and
Of course.
and then there's like I'm not sure what the other one's called, like Lord of the Rings fantasy. I can't remember what that's called, like traditional fantasy.
No.
I think
I'm on
maybe it's just
fucking
fantasy.
TV tropes. Shit.
You're stuck. You're in the hole. Pull out.
Apparently, there's something called dungeon punk.
Oh god.
Dungeon punk. There's everything punk. I like diesel
What the
punk
hell
actually a
is a
lot.
punk? What the fuck is that?
Punk. Is that like Tank Girl?
I don't know.
Get
That
out.
like
Get out while you still can.
yeah, you're stuck.
There's urban fantasy, modern fantasy. That one can be
Urban
applied
fantasy.
to superheroes,
See,
right?
urban fantasy. See any movie done by who did Edward Scissorhands, famous guy,
Burton?
Tim Burton.
Yeah.
Like almost all his movies, like
The Dumbo
it's
guy.
It's
He's not
like
the
a
Dumbo
kid in suburban, and he's not happy, and suburbia is actually darker than you think. It's like just every half of Tim Burton movies. Get a Danny Elfman soundtrack.
Urban fantasy is when medieval European
Stephen King.
stuff is in the current present world, basically.
Oh, that doesn't happen too often. Usually it's the reverse.
Yeah. Which is interesting, I guess.
Yeah. One of my favorite Schwarzenegger movies is where he plays a
Kindergarten
video
Cop.
game character pulled into the real world.
What?
It's actually really good.
What movie is that?
Is it The Last Action Hero, I think it's called?
Oh. Yeah.
I get the Last Starfighter is the one with Hulk Hogan
The Last
and Christopher
Starfighter.
Lloyd. The Last Action Hero has Arnold Schwarzenegger and who plays Tywin Lannister?
Oh, who is that?
That awesome guy. Also, Max von Sydow is in it. Tywin
Portrayed
Lannister.
by Charles Dance.
Charles Dance. Thank you. Yes,
Yes.
he's in it, and he's fantastic and everything.
Such a beautiful voice. He has a voice role in The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Excellent.
He is the Emperor, and that is why you pee in your pants whenever you talk to him. Seriously, he has that presence. Fucking hell.
It's just so much disdain oozing from him,
Yeah.
and like authority.
Doesn't even need to say a word. You know he hates your guts.
You know the British show, the Big Fat Quiz of the Year?
Yes?
No.
The one
every
hosted
year they
by,
always
what's his name?
Jimmy Carr.
Yes.
They always have a bit where they have Charles Dance read from some biography that came out this year, and they have to guess whose biography it is. So he's like, we were driving down the street and we passed some good old boys, so I flashed my titties. And he's like reading, it's like in this distinguished voice. It's like, oh, it's a Spice Girls biography or whatever, you know. Like, I'm just reading like this trashy book in this gravitas voice.
You're saying Charles Dance always has that
Yes.
part in the bad quiz?
Yes.
Oh.
Every year he
I've
does a bit where he
I've
reads
never actually
an excerpt.
watched an entire show before. I've always watched
they're
like, clips.
long.
Right.
Yeah, I like them a lot. Because similarly, they'll also have like Jon Snow, who's like one of their anchors, they're famous like news anchors in England, and he'll like deadpan just read song lyrics. Or no, sorry, he won't read the song lyrics. He'll give like a news story describing the events in a song, and to guess which song it's from. Like a man was afflicted with a disease where he couldn't wear his clothes anymore. It's like, I'm too sexy for my clothes is the song. And then it's just like, he's like dancing to it, like when they reveal the answer. It's always pretty funny.
You're saying Jon Snow as in the actor who played?
No, as in there's a man whose actual name is Jon Snow, and he hosts the news in England.
Oh, well, I guess he does know something.
So yeah. I don't remember watching Last Action Hero. I think I need to watch that.
I recommend it. This week on my list, I need to watch Time Cop, the old Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
Why is it on your list?
Because it's the movie.
A list of Jean-Claude Van Damme movies?
No, I've never seen it. It's been on my list for a long time because it's like a classic, like action testosterone movie.
90s.
And I'm motivated to watch
Women
it
in the
because
kitchen making sandwiches.
It's the one they're watching this week for How Did This Get Made?
Right. That podcast.
I've never watched anything because they've talked about it, but because this was on my list and they're going to watch it, I'm going to try and make an effort to watch it. We'll see if I actually do.
What the fuck, Google? I'm just looking for Time Cop the movie, not asking you which cop got shot. Why?
God. If I search Time Cop, I get the first results the IMDb page, and then the second results the Wikipedia page. So Google just thinks you like that sort of thing, I guess.
I guess. Well, to be fair,
Google knows everything.
I put a space between time and cop.
Me too.
I'm getting the news. Basically, somebody got murdered. So,
Ooh,
thank you very much.
4 reasons Time Cop is a modern masterpiece. Thanks, Cracked.com.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. So yeah, anyways.
I was just adding filler. That's not really any substance gained. I'm sorry, listener.
They're long gone, foe.
Yeah, they quit ages ago.
If anyone's made it this far, props to you.
What is wrong with you? Go and do something productive. Play a game or something. Go.
Oh, here's a timeline for Time Cop. I'm curious how many flaws there are in Time Cop. I'm guessing a lot.
But there's Jean-Claude Van Damme, so it's fine.
I've seen very few.
Have you watched?
Van Damme
You should
movies.
put this on your list. Have you watched? I'm just gonna go with a filler. Fuck that. The Jean-Claude Van Damme Street Fighter movie. Where he plays Guile.
I know I've actually seen the whole thing.
The American hero, but he's not actually from America.
I mean, that's the one
Barely
with
speaking English properly.
Oh shoot, I'm gonna be embarrassing myself. Is it Street Fighter? It's Street Fighter, right? Not Mortal Kombat that has M. Bison. Right, that's Street Fighter.
Yes, really.
Okay, just making sure.
Really
That's the movie. That's the movie with the famous line where it's like, "Of course." I can't remember what the line leading up to that is though. But I always see that clip in like random YouTube videos. Like if somebody needs to insert a soundbite, it's like, "Of course." Or
to be fair, the Street Fighter live action movie has a what is that word? Redeeming factor.
Of.
Raul Julia is Bison.
Oh, yes.
Yes, Raul Julia. So cool. Such a cool guy. He actually died like not long after they filmed Street Fighter. So Street Fighter literally killed him. It was that bad of a movie.
What did it. Fun fact that probably most of our listeners already know, but did you know that in Japan,
they get married to anime characters?
No, yeah, no, obviously. M. Bison is called Balrog. There's like 3 because Balrog is the okay. I was making sure. It's a cool fact. I liked it because he was a Mike Tyson character. M. Bison's Vega. Okay, because it's 3 characters they switch, right? Vega, Balrog, and M. Bison rotate around.
Yeah, came to America because Mike Tyson will punch you if you use his name, whatever, blah blah blah.
He will. He'll do it.
Or bite your ear.
The Mike Tyson Mystery Hour.
Bite your ear, like Capcom punch Capcom in the face. So yeah, a good place to wrap up, I guess. Never really a good place to wrap up. I don't know what the fuck just happened there. But seriously, go and watch that Street Fighter movie. It's like if you go in thinking it's like a comedy, it's actually a good watch. Because it has quite a bit of comedy in it. Like, not inadvertent comedy, like actual comedy. Like, they made Ken and Ryu, like, a comedy duo almost. It's really dumb.
It's better than a lot of other live-action adaptations of things. Like, it's better than Fist of the North Star.
That was so bad. Mortal Kombat 1 was really good. When I say good, it's bad, but it's not bad. You know what I mean? Like the fighting was actually good. And you know what's weird?
How many movies are there? Do you know?
All these shitty video game movies that everybody hates so much, like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, blah blah blah, still has better fighting scenes than fucking Iron Fist.
Ha!
So fuck you, Iron Fist. I always need to shit on Iron Fist like every episode because it's like the worst thing ever made. So yes, go and watch Street Fighter the movie where an actor from... Where is he from? Where is Jean-Claude Van Damme from?
Oh, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Belgium. Is it Belgium?
Yeah. I thought Belgium.
Yeah, a Belgian actor plays an American hero, I guess. It's kind of weird. So yeah, good place to wrap up.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Where can people find you, Monty?
On my channel at youtube.com/Monticue Gaming.
All the links will be in the description below as usual, blah, blah, blah. So yeah.
They're like, this is my first episode. Where's blah, blah, blah?
They started on 106. They're impressive. They have to start at number 1 if they want to get all the inside jokes.
Yeah, we do callbacks to episode 1 every episode. If you take the third word that Shar says every opening, then it's a long message. Ooh. So far, it's 106 words long.
That would actually be kind of a fun thing to do.
It's probably like every third word is like, hello, this is like, is. If you went and did that, it's all.
I'd do it.
That'd be cool. A lot of foresight and planning.
For where can people find you to give you money on Patreon or whatever?
I'm on YouTube. I don't have Patreon.
Yeah, I don't feel like I've earned Patreon yet, so I'm not gonna
give money to Fo so he can buy a better camera or whatever.
Oh no, God!
I mean, I'll take money if people want to give it to
me. That'd be really uncomfortable. I would not enjoy that.
Pupunoob on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff, I guess. So, yeah.
I feel like if you track the energy of our podcast, it just starts out low, goes high in the middle, and then goes really low at the end.
Yeah. It's like the part we hate the most, I think, at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're sad.
Yeah. We're sad it's over. We're sad our listeners gonna go away or something. I don't know. So yeah, this has been episode 106 of the playonultra podcast. Thank you, Monty, for joining us. It was
Thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun.
So yes, we talked a lot about Street Fighter for some reason. But seriously, go and watch it. It's quite fun. Yeah, we will see you next week. Thank you for watching and listening. Bye-bye.
Later.